Good day! In regards to multimodal text, we've chosen Nescafe's ad to work on. As I proceed, let me begin with this quote. Para saan ka bumabangon sa umaga? Or in English, what motivates you to wake up in the morning? Welcome to our presentation, the presentation of Group 2. Let's start with what is the message of this advertisement. So, this advertisement is pure magnificence and brilliant to our eyes. The message it's trying to convey is to remind everyone that every day is a new beginning, and from the moment we woke up, we tell ourselves that we're gonna get through this, just like how we did yesterday. The line babangon tayo, susulong tayo is perfectly selected. No matter how we hate the path that life is bringing us into, the fact that we get to see another day is already a blessing, and a blessing should not be forsaken. Next is, how effectively does it represent reality? By all means, the depiction of reality in this ad was presented very effectively. It's pure, relatable, light, amiable, and most importantly, it's representational. Noticeably, there was a huge emphasis on the Filipino farmers and the employee workers, which makes a lot more sense compared to others who hire a celebrity. After all, it's the tireless farmers who endure themselves under the sun to plant and harvest the coffee beans that these huge companies need to make their product. Simultaneously, it's the employee workers who generally drink a cup of coffee early in the morning before they prepare themselves to get ready to work. Next is, how is the message constructed? The message was constructed in a way that feels absorbing and relatable. Here, we see a lot of elements coming into play that we don't normally see in an everyday ad, where the main focus is the product itself. There was representational almost to everything, from the local farmers to employee workers to ordinary people to being environmentalists to being united, the beauty of Filipino language, and of course, showcasing the culture of Filipino people. What lifestyles, values, and points of view are represented in the advertisement or text? So, the lifestyle that were presented in the text was having a contented, simple life despite of hardships. Their values is very inspirable because no matter how difficult your situation is, they still strive and work with their smiles on their faces. And the point of view that is presented in the text was the word babangon tayo, or courage to fight for what we want and what we have. And the next one is who or what is missing. Nescafe did only focus on showing the lifestyles, values, and their points of views, but it is much better if they added more important and useful information that consumers want to know and see, like proving that their product is worth buying for. And the next one would be, what message do you perceive from the text? So the message that we perceive from the text is whenever you are sad, lonely, or in pain, coffee will be the one that will comfort you. Remember that there is still tomorrow that awaits for you. And next is, how might others understand it differently and why? Others might understand it as a mere and local commercial advertisement, but if they will understand it well, they will find this commercial advertisement was not only advertising the Nescafe coffee. Instead, they will see how Filipinos are dedicated in their work and how motivated they are in what they are doing. What is the purpose of the text? Babangon tayo, susulong tayo. These are the first words in a coffee ad jingle launched just 5 days after the eruption of Taal volcano. However, this isn't created for the eruption of Taal volcano together with the pandemic. Rather, the song was created for a campaign for one of the biggest coffee brands as well as the coffee farmers in the Philippines. Next is, who is the target audience of the text? The target audience of the text is basically the coffee drinkers, especially people whom are in the need of instant and qualified coffee that stimulates body within a day. Due to its convenience, it is a quick solution for people who want to enjoy it at home, work, or school accordingly. It targets each of them in different ways. Next, who might be disadvantaged? When it comes to health, instant coffee has its pros and cons. It can cause sleep disturbance. Coffee needs 12 hours to be completely out of your body system. If coffee is heavily consumed, it can become addictive like a drug. Too much coffee can lead to similar symptoms of those who abuse drugs: restlessness, nervousness, excitement, insomnia, muscle twitching, and irregular heartbeat. And the next one would be, who created the text and why? Gianni Legger created this to promote Nescafe's continuing effort to help local farmers increase their yield and income from coffee farming. For Nilega, the idea for the Babangon ad was a natural progression of Nescafe's previous ads that focus on the message of bangon, which means to rise. What techniques are used and why? It uses simple words and dialogues so that it can be easily understood by the target audience. The use of punchline, "para kanino ka bumabangon," which is catchy, has a great impact in the audience, and the song that gives a feeling of pride and motivates you to move forward sticks in the minds of the listeners. This is how advertising are designed, to capture the viewer's attention and make them remember the product after watching the commercial. Unlike most other advertisements, normal Filipinos are the stars here, and not some pretty face, actor, or model. Next is, how effectively are the techniques in supporting the messages or themes in the text? The advertisement uses different scenes of places, situations, and walks of life throughout the duration of the advertisement. The use of the Filipino language shows that they are really targeting the common people. The advertisement empowered the Filipino people by taking into consideration the idea of purpose. Who do they wake up for? Why do you wake up every morning? It questions itself, prompting the people to find their purpose in life. Therefore, consumers are struck by the reason the ad rolls out when they ask the existentialist question, thus making the ad have quite an impact. The "para kanino ka bumabangon" single sentence made the whole advertisement worth the praise. And lastly, what are the other ways of presenting the message? So, the message can always be presented through the use of the international language, English, so that everyone, not just here in the Philippines, can easily understand it. That is all. Thank you so much.